Hi, y'all. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're a cruising good time.
So we recently sailed on the Carnival Princess out of Vancouver. And today we're going to discuss our embarkation. And at the end of this video, give you some tips on how to streamline that process.
So we flew out from our home the day before the cruise, which is always a good practice to travel the day before so you do not encounter any type of delays with luggage or airlines and whatnot. We left late in the day after work, tried to get a day of work in, and flew in Vancouver later that night. We got to Vancouver about, it was about 10:30 local time, which was 12:30, way past my bedtime, Texas time by the time we got there. Stayed at the Hampton Inn by the airport. It's a great hotel. It's a good location, easy to get to from the airport. I do recommend it. They had a free breakfast included. We met a lot of fellow cruise passengers down at the breakfast time. And then we used an Uber to go over to the Canada Place cruise terminal.
The Uber dropped us off in like the basement of the cruise terminal. It was level P2. Mm-hmm. And unlike any other terminal we've been dropped off, there was nobody there from Princess to collect our bags. So there was a long line of individuals with their suitcases, and we were all waiting to get on the elevator with our suitcases, and by the way, only 2 elevators.
Yep.
And go up to level
4.
Level 4.
All the way up to level 4.
Right. So you needed to go up to level 4, and that is where Princess collected your bags.
Yep. And so they collected the bags on level 4. Then we had to go back down an escalator to level 3. And that's where Princess had the check-in. If you didn't have your medallion, you collected it. We had ours. And then we went through Canadian immigrations, and then finally into the lounge for the boarding passengers. So it has been 35 minutes from the time we got out of the Uber downstairs, walked around in circles several times, waited on an elevator, came upstairs, dropped the bags off, went back downstairs to go through immigration and security. Now we're in an elite and platinum lounge, waiting to board. Nobody's boarded yet, so we'll be boarding shortly, we hope.
Oh, and by the way, our boarding time was 10:30, and it's now 11 o'clock, but no one's gotten on the ship yet.
Full disclosure is 10:30 to 11, so we're just barely out of bounds. So it's not too bad.
Oh, yeah, so Princess, for the elite members and suite members, Princess had a nice little area with pastries and water and coffee for you to wait.
Yep.
And we were very lucky because we were only in the lounge for 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
And then they allowed us to get onto the ship.
Yep. And then it's walked down the hallway, and then right across the gangway, we're on the ship pretty quickly. I think total time from the drop-off to getting into the piazza was about 45 minutes or so.
Correct. About 45 minutes. Yeah. And, truthfully for us, we probably had some of the best times of the day, because we only had to wait in the lounge 5 or 10 minutes, and then we were in that elite lounge, and so we were let on to the ship early. So after that experience, we were really wondering about what can we do to improve this next time we sail out of Vancouver.
Absolutely. So one way to make it easier for your luggage collection is both the Fairmont Hotel and the Pan Pacific Hotel right next to the cruise pier there their bellman will collect your luggage and take them to the ship for you. So you don't have to deal with the luggage at all. You just kind of go right over there and get right on the ship or start checking in.
Yeah. However, those are some very expensive hotels.
You definitely pay for that.
Yeah. So what other options could you have?
Well, another one would be that if you come in on a bus instead of a ride share, you're brought in on a different level. You're brought in on level, the same cruise ship level as a check-in. So we didn't do this, and we're speculating here, but it would presumably be a little bit easier to get your luggage checked in from that level than having to ride the elevator all the way back up from the very bottom of the basement.
However, if you're taking one of those buses, you have all the weights, etc., that you have with the buses, so you still probably aren't short in your overall time. Another option may be for your Uber, not to have your Uber drop you off right there at the port terminal, but drop you a block away and then just bring your suitcases in, weather and physical strength permitting, and get on the ship that way.
Yeah, if you're traveling light, that may be a real good option right there, because just roll your bags right in there and get it going that way. That would probably be faster.
Well, we hope this video was useful for you.
Thanks a lot for watching. So we're obviously on board. We made it here. It took us 45 minutes from the time we dropped off from the Uber downstairs, walked around in circles, literally going around in circles. And then
the whole line has to go up 2 elevators.
And then go up an elevator with all your luggage, then you drop off the luggage, and then you go downstairs to go through immigration and get your medallion and whatnot. And then you come back upstairs to go back into the ship. So it's just a mess. But we're on board. It took us 45 minutes to get from there to the piazza.
But I'd like to mention that it's 45 minutes. We were green line, so we didn't have to wait for anything, and we were in the elite lounge, so we were the first people allowed on the ship.
That's right.
So we had the best times of the day.